Okay, so we're here on Whiteout for nice little glitches and hiding spots. Now one thing is this little spot here, you can hop up, turn around, and aim right for that little spot. And you can get on this little place, but it's kind of useless. Now let me show you something I found out. If you lay right here and infected, they won't notice you anywhere. So it's kind of easy. And if you just... And you can't die from the little explosion.
I jumped over it.
Now, you see my brother having fun trying to get into this little thing. You just get on here, aim for the little edge here, run, jump, and crouch. Oh, damn. And
I bounced over it.
you're gonna be able to just get right there.
God dang it, how did you do it?
And you can crawl back all the way. And if you can do this on the first try for infected, go ahead and do it. Because you can get all the way back here. And you can stand up and you can get all the way. Now, if you want to stand up, then you can't be on this side, but you can be careful. You can sit here with you and another guy. But be careful, because if you do this in team deathmatch or search and destroy, they can shoot you through the floor. So I would be careful of that.
Be careful about this.
You also have to be careful about falling off. And they can see you from up here. So I would be careful about that.
Unless you lay over here.
Unless you lay along the wall side, which will be over here. But if you ever notice somebody's in there, take a throwing knife and throw it there. Or if you can't seem to kill them from shooting through the floor, take a grenade and just... And if you have a Semtex, that's even better. Just throw it right down there. Now, all of this stuff is pretty much out on the outside of the map, but you can get on top of this little car here, get on top of the roof, and then you can either get on top of the tree or go to the, roof here, but you can go from the tree to the roof, and you can lay down and get on both sides. So, now with this stuff, you can get on this side here, just by doing a little run and jump.
Don't blow up snowman.
Or you can get up here, and you have to be looking at the speed limit sign, and then you can hop up and get on this side.
Don't blow up snowman.
Now, there's these trees all over the place you can get into. I don't see why they would have this little mantle thing right here. Okay. Now, this I found personally because I was just messing around, and I decided, let's go from this little rock here and see if I can jump into the tree. And, like, I gave it a couple tries, and I ended up getting into it, which was kind of funny, but then I couldn't get into it again, so I decided, let's go from the bigger rock, and that's when I ended up getting into it. But, no, I don't. You can see me having a little trouble, but you see it, I watched my brother go from the rock in. So, you can get up here by doing some funny stuff, but I'm not going to waste my time with that. Now, you can get into this little corner here just by crouching and walking. Pretty much walking over, or you can just. I've done it before on my first try.
Basically crouch.
Yeah, I know. You see, my brother's in that tree right there.
But I'm not in the very end of it. I'm up higher.
There.
I did not sound the bathroom.
No.
So-
Go look at it. See it?
See, my brother's at the very top of the tree, but you're very exposed, so it's like standing out in the middle of the open.
You can go all the way to me.
So I would be careful with that. Now with this little wheel thing, you can run and jump, or you can just walk and jump. Either way, you're gonna get onto it. Now you can lay down, but you can't turn around, so I would be careful about that. You're very exposed. Now with this end, you can hop up and just give it a little run, walk and well, just a walk. You can get into this little area. Now I've had a lot of people hiding right here. I mean, they just sat here almost the entire game. I don't know what's with that, but we're going to go over here, and you can just walk this side and get into this little area, surprise some people. Now, you see my brother is pretty much in this ice block. You can see his hand right there, and his leg. You gotta be careful about that stuff when you're doing that glitch. But you can get right here and get on this, but it's very useless. Some people use it, some people don't. But let me show you how to get into the little ice block. What you want to do is get right up on it and gently move yourself, push yourself forward, but also side to side. That way you start to wiggle inward, and then you get inside, and it's pretty much like an invincibility wall glitch, but you can shoot people. I would be careful about from up there, because for some reason they can shoot you through the wall. So other than that, I use this in gameplay almost all the time. It's kind of fun to use. And you can get on top of this crane just by doing so. Do a little run, jump, and crouch. And if you can move far enough to where you can stand, just now I've done these for a while, so I'm kind of doing them real quick. Oh, come on. There we go. And you can get on top of the crane. You can walk all the length of it, or you can just lay down and just shoot people. But it's a little time consuming. Now with this, all you gotta do is get this is what my brother found out just by messing around with the map, like with me with that little tree there. And you can see him here, but if you go on and if you try this, it'll show you that
going above your face.
it'll show you that the water is actually above you, and you won't die. And you see my brother's like he's
even though if you step in it, you will eventually get hurt, but this you won't.
see, how I'm just stepping in it. I'm not hurting right now, but a little further and you see me flinching. That's kind of like a little barrier there. Now you can't do it from this side because if you try, you will end up just falling through. So it's like a little death barrier on that side, but on this side, there's like a piece of the iceberg that curves under the water, and that's a place you can lay down at. Now, you're supposed to be able to get on top of the roof, right up there, but I just used this crane for little purposes of just sitting here, using a sniper rifle. But you can't get up on it. I tried. But you can get on top of this just by walking and jumping. And you can lay down, use this as a little sniper spot. And you can get in the front of the boat. And you can get in between the boat. That's great for infected. Just by going like that.
Okay, that's it.
And that's all we have here. So watch our other videos. Like it, subscribe.